Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Kingsberry. I'm a full-time reseller as well as a freelance photographer. Today we're here back at the Sunset Plaza. It's Monday. We're going to do some inventory shopping. Motorcycles going by right now. Nice Harley Davidson making a lot of noise, but we're going to go into the Goodwill and see what we can find today. Going to be looking for some more shorts. Those worked out pretty good last week, as well as some more athletic shirts. So let's head on in there and see what we can find today. So I'm leaving Goodwill right now. I found some good purchases for the store. Let me turn you around and show you what I found. Total spent today was $146. I picked up a couple toy items. This guy was pretty cool. They gave it to me at the unit price. I'm not sure what movie or game or whatnot it's from, but I'll have to do a Google image search and find out who that is and what it's worth. And then I found this this bag of toys rather. Had the two little vintage Smurfs in there that I'm gonna lot up. This was only $3.99, so I should make about 3 or 4 little lots out of this and probably quadruple my money. I saw this hat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this hat or sell it. It's kind of a lightweight hat with a little kind of a sheer strap back type hat, so that might be a good running hat. I got some dress shirts here, about 4 or 5 dress shirts. These are athletic shirts and t-shirts. These are swim shorts and athletic shorts, and over here dress shorts and 1 pair of dress pants. So again, $146 spent. I should easily quadruple my investment and have it listed in the next couple days. Menschoice.info if you want to take a look at any of that stuff. So last month I took a month off of buying fresh inventory and just listed inventory that I had. Last week was the first week I got back into buying fresh inventory, and I had a big day, I think a $400 day, which is a pretty good day for me. So I don't know if that boost in sales was as a result of this fresh inventory, but I'm going to give it another try this week. See if these new listings, getting new listings up with different inventory will boost sales again. So let's give it a try. $146 spent, so hopefully I can get that list in the next couple days and see if I get another $400 day. So I'll keep you updated and let you know. Good morning, it's Tuesday morning. I thought I'd give you guys a look at what I'm working on today. I got my inventory sorted. The stuff I bought yesterday, I spent $146 at Goodwill. I got it all sorted, tagged, detagged, and ready to go. So let me show you what I'm working on today. Been working through a stack of CDs, so I have 5 CDs here ready to get listed real quick this morning, but let's take a look at the close from yesterday. Here's a look at some of the DVDs I pulled from my inventory in the garage. So I'm going to work through these DVDs. I had these as part of a garage sale. These didn't sell in the garage sale, so I'm going to put them online and try to move them that way. But next to that is this big stack of shorts. So these are all the dress shorts and swimming shorts and athletic shorts that I bought yesterday. And Tuesday, that's the goal, to try to get all these shorts online. So I'm going to be photographing those after I finish the DVDs and list away. This stack here will probably be my Wednesday listings, t-shirts and polo shirts. So they list pretty quick, so once I finish those, I'm going to head over and finish this little lot of toys. So sometimes you can buy those toys and separate them and do pretty good. I spent $3.99 on the bag of toys, and I'm going to list them into I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lots. So then we're looking at about $4 into $60. There's also a nice hat there, and this kind of unique toy that I got. I got to figure out what movie or whatever that's from. Maybe a video game, I don't know. Have to take a Google image search and figure out where it's from. So that's probably Wednesday's workload right there. Get those online. Yeah, it's still pretty early. It's almost about 5 o'clock right now, so I'm trying to be a little bit quiet. People are still sleeping, but I'm gonna get busy and get those movies listed, and get those clothes photographed, and get started. So let's see what I can accomplish this week. So I got my 5 movies listed. Now it's on to picture taking. Gonna get those shorts photographed. Let's do it. So I decided to do 10 items at a time, 10 photographs at a time, put 5 in each store. I have 2 eBay stores, so I'm going to get into list mode and get these items listed. Let's do it. So you guys saw the photo taking process. Pretty simple, just a flat lay on a white board with a couple lights. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just that's probably the easiest way to do it. Doing it 10 at a time does save your back a little bit. If you're doing that whole stack, it gets a little bit tight and your back might hurt afterwards. So I'm gonna do it 10 at a time, 5 in each store, get some fresh listings up, and hopefully that'll increase sales. So when I list, I like to listen to a podcast and kind of just focus on 2 things, a listing and the podcast that's kind of going on in the background. I'm watching this podcast, 2 Bears, 1 Cave, and they have a guest, Andrew Huberman, on there. They're talking about all kinds of stuff. It's kind of an interesting listen. So I'm going to turn that on and get these 10 listings knocked out. So here's a look at my log that I like to keep for my YouTube channel. I'm kind of tracking the number of listings or videos that go up. The views in the last 48 hours, the views in the last month, the views in the last 12 months, and of course that subscriber count. It's up to 187 now, a total of 920 views in the last year. So we're well on our way toward that 4,000 and 1,000 subscribers, but we still got a long ways to go. So here's an example of what you can do with these toy lots. You can split them up. You can buy one big bag of these like toy horses. This is what I got last week. And you split them up. You spend $5 on the bag, and you turn them into 5 different listings and quadruple your money. It's an easy game plan if you're looking for some small inventory to list. They'll sell over time. They're not fast movers, but they will sell. So it's a good example of how you can turn 5 into 50, you know. So there's the last 5 of the shorts I got listed. 10 shorts listed this morning. It's almost just turned 7 o'clock, so I'm making progress. So here's all my listings that'll go into my larger store. My larger store has about 4,000 items, so I gotta put these away in the inventory system and get ready to list some more. So here's a look at those 5 shorts that went into my smaller store. Got them up there. I've been listing some books that I had from storage units, but back to regular clothing. So there's 5 shorts. I think I'm going to switch to polo shirts next after I put this stuff away. Alright, so I got those listings put away. As you can see, I got an empty tote here ready to do some more listings. So let me show you what I pulled to work on listing next. I'm going to do the t-shirts. T-shirts are always easy. There's a couple polo shirts there at the bottom, but a lot of athletic t-shirts here. I'll get these photographed real quick and get those posted up. So that's what I'm going to work on next. So all you eBayers out there and aspiring eBayers, one tip I have for you all is to not worry about sales in the beginning of the week. You know, usually Monday and Tuesday sales are pretty slow anyway. So just work on getting those new listings up. The more you list, the more you'll sell later in the week. So that's what I'm working on today, just putting the time in, getting things photographed, getting things listed. Another tip I have is to list in categories. So as you can see, I did all shorts, 10 shorts. It's easy to knock out listings in the same category. And then I'm moving on to t-shirts, keep it fresh, move around to different categories so you don't get bored. But if you list, pick 10 and then list them real quick, it's easy to photograph that way. And then you're working in the same category, so you don't have to switch a lot of item specifics. That takes a lot of time to type all those in. But if you're doing t-shirt after t-shirt after t-shirt, you're working in the same category with the same specifics. So that's a good tip for all you out there looking to increase sales and get more listings up. Just focus on the same category. I usually do them 10 at a time. It's a pretty doable number. You can knock them out, and as you see, listed those 10 shorts in under an hour. Got them photographed and listed. If you get into list mode, you can just knock them out real quick. Whoops. So sometimes when you get into this list mode, you do feel like a machine, but you got to remind yourself to take a second and fuel up, get something to eat. So I'm going to eat this cheesy bread. It'll get me fueled up and ready for those next listings. Let's enjoy. Cheers. Coach Prime with some good advice. Stop saving yourself and give life your all. You're not giving today all you got. You're not all in and you're not emptying yourself completely. Let's go, baby, because tomorrow ain't promised, but today is here. It's time to go all in now. All right, Coach Prime, some good advice. What do you guys think? Am I looking cute or no? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. I'm going to save that one for later. Look at these cute little plates. Get that little kitten on there. Meow. So I'm going to set you guys back down on the floor here and get these photos knocked out. Second set of 10 listings this morning, all before 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm making some progress. T-shirts and polo shirts this time, so let's do it. So I got those photos taken, 10 more photos ready, 10 more shirts ready to go and be listed. But that reminded me I still have some work to do in the freelance world. I did a freelance gig at the Snowish Block Party. I've been working through those photos from 2 days of action over there. I'm on to day 2 and finally starting to edit photos of the artists from the main stage acts. Headlined by Noah Cyrus. Those photos are still coming. I've got some video up on my channel if you want to check out her performance. But I'm going to get into Fretland. I think I'm up to Fretland, the first band from the Snowish Block Party's main stage. So I'm going to be editing some of those photos and putting them up on Instagram and Facebook. I usually put them up 10 at a time. So I'm going to do 10 photos real quick and get those up on my socials. Keep that freelance work flowing. So for those of you who are new to the channel, you might not realize that I'm also a freelance photographer. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I do the reselling thing as the main job, but I also get out there and take a lot of photos and started to do some video work. So I want to thank Laura and Tex. I've been shooting that Snowish Block Party the last few years just as a freelance gig. But they invited me to come along and shoot it as a main gig this year, a paid gig, so I want to thank them for that opportunity. They have that shop down there, the Looking Glass coffee shop. They have some live music in there, so if you ever want to support who supports me, get in there, check it out, catch some of that music, and buy a coffee. Let them know I sent you. So here's a little bit of the process. I usually open all the photos up on my screen here, and then I go through and pick the best ones to... so this is still James Coates, the guy that was on the second stage over there. Just finished his photos. So these are some photos. So here's the Fretland lead singer right there. So we're gonna go through. I'm gonna try to pick 10 nice photos that I took of them at the Snowish Block Party. But here's a little look at what I captured. Some crowd stuff, some of the band members. So we're gonna go through. I'm gonna pick 10. So there's a nice one right there. The drummer. Sometimes it's hard to get the drummers in there, but I know I got a lot of nice ones of the lead singer there. So we'll find 10 worth editing and get them edited up and added to my Instagram page. So here's part of the process. I like to write the photo numbers down 10 at a time, pull them up on the screen and get them edited. So I got 10 ready to go. Let's get them done. So here's Fretland's Instagram page. Fretland the band, they have 4,058 followers. If you want to give them a follow, you can go there and check them out. I think the lead singer's name is Hillary. She plays with her sister sometimes. She wasn't, I didn't see her sister performing at the last Snowish block party, but they have performed at these events together in the past. I guess she said she just returned from Nashville. My favorite song is called Heaven, so if you want to search that one on Spotify and give it a listen, it's a good listen. So let's get to editing these photos. They are local from Snohomish, so I believe originally went to Snohomish High School, I think, or somewhere down there, maybe Glacier Peak, I don't know, but local group, good music. Check out the song Heaven. So I thought I'd give you a quick look at my editing process. I like to edit in square format, so make sure that it's in square format when I crop so that it can be posted to Instagram. So I just adjust it squarely, get her centered in the frame like that, find it where I like it, hit that crop, and that crops the image square. Let me get you guys centered up on that image. So there she is in square format. Then what I like to do is go to enhance the image lighting, adjust the lighting levels. So you can, make it a little bit darker. Adjusting the contrast a little, brightening it up a little on this end, the tones a little bit, and okay. And then the last thing I like to do is a little sharpening. It's got a sharpening tool up here, enhance, adjust sharpness. I usually do auto sharpen right there. Just hit it with the auto sharpen. Gives a little sharpening, and then I go ahead and save it. File, save as, and this would be the edited version. So that's the editing process as far as I do it. I'm going to knock out 10 of these and post them up to my Instagram. So I've got my 10 photos edited. Let me show you. I'm creating a Instagram post now, so we'll grab these 10 photos. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got those 10 photos selected, and we open those, and then they pop up here. We go to the next page, and then I usually tag the artist in the photos and the Snowish block party so that we can give them a little promotion. That's what they requested, so we'll tag Fretland. Fretland the band is what they go by, so there they are. So we usually put that accordingly. I don't tag Snowish Running Company or Snowish Block Party in all of them, just in a few. So I'll pick, this is a pretty good one. So there's Fretland the band. So we'll tag them there. We'll tag the Snowish Block Party. Snowish Block Party. So that way they can find themselves. So I'll do that for all the photos. This is the lead guitarist of Fretland. I like to get some of the band members as well, not just the lead singer. I do like this one. It's kind of a cute photo of her. Her name is Natalie. Kind of looking off to the side with the guitar there, hand on the strings. It's probably my favorite of the bunch. Got this one of the drummer. Not my best shot, but sometimes it's difficult to get the drummer. So at least we got one of him. And this is a pretty basic shot. Just Just a little singing shot. And then we got the bassist here. She did have some different band members, I noticed, so I don't know if her band is switched up a little or just for this gig. Who knows, but I guess things change quite often in bands like that, so go to their page. I'm sure you can find out what who's playing in the band right now and how things have changed in the last few years. It's a nice one of her smiling. So we'll tag Snowmish in that one too, Snowmish Block Party. So we got those tagged up, and then I usually just hashtag this part, Snowmish Block Party, and Fretland the band, and then I give myself a little shout out here, Kingsberry Photography, and then we add the location, which was Snohomish, Washington, and then we're ready to share. So we'll make that live right now. There it is. So they'll be notified that those photos were posted of them, and the Snohomish Block Party will also be notified. So some new content out there. So if you go to YouTube and search Fretland Snohomish Block Party, you'll see my video there. I was hired to take photos, but I also did shoot some video. So this is the cover photo. If I can get you focused in there. I just used the thumbnail that popped up. But if you want to listen to a little bit of their music from the party, the Snohomish Block Party, it's up there. So it looks like they've only received 14 views so far. So it's underperforming. Hopefully they'll get a few more views after this. But let's fast forward to that song Heaven I was talking about. There's some crowd work there. I got a little bit of everything in this video. Just little snippets, 1 or 2 minutes of the music, so you can get a good feel for their set. But I did get that last song, Heaven. They closed the show with that song, so let me give you guys a listen to that one. So as you can see, she's got quite an intense, powerful voice. I'd check out the actual video for that song if you want to give it a listen. It's I listen to it sometimes when I edit my photos. It's a nice song, so that was a little taste of it from the Snohomish Block Party. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm going to get back to listing my eBay items, so let's get back to it. Alright, I got 5 more listings done. I got 10 total to put away into my small store. Had 3 sales this morning, so I'm going to go pull those orders and put these away into the inventory system. So I got my orders here set up, ready to be put away, rather my new listings and my 3 orders ready to pull. So we're going to get to the inventory system, put away those orders, and find the 3 sales and get them packed up and ready for the customer. So as you can see, I got my orders pulled. This is my inventory system. I have them in totes, and then I have them already packed in envelopes ready to be shipped. So I'm going to pack those 3 orders up and send them out. This is my first video where I kind of delve into the whole eBay business. I've been doing it for 20 years now, so if you guys like seeing this sort of thing, let me know. If you want me to focus more on photography or videography, I can always do that as well. But give me some feedback. Let me know if you like seeing this eBay look at my life, my eBay life, or if you'd prefer to see more photo content. I'd be interested to find out. Let me know in the comments. So I was waiting for my camera battery to charge, so I took that second to do some more photos. I've got all the shirts photographed now, ready to list. I packed up my, I think 5 orders, 3 from the small store and 2 from my large store, and have those ready to ship out. Let me show you what I'm working on now. So here's a look at the shirts I photographed. Also did this kind of stylish hat. It's kind of a breathable hat, kind of sheer, as you can see my fingers through there. Thought about keeping it, but it's a little too stylish for me. I'm gonna list it instead. But I had these nice dress shirts, mostly plus size. Purple one here by Alexander Julian, Jeffrey Bean, Van Heusen, Jeffrey Bean, and then a couple more polo shirts down there. So I've got a nice stack there ready to list into the big store. Here's my tote of orders ready to ship out. Like I said, only 5 orders. Kind of slow this morning, but typical Tuesday morning. So the one thing about being a reseller that you got to keep in mind is that you can't get discouraged. These early days in the week, it's often slow, but the one thing you can control is the number of listings that go up and the quality of those listings. So I'm just focusing on taking photos, getting listings up. New listings will generate new sales. So that's all I really can control at this point. There's no figuring out the algorithm. It's just the more you list, the more you make. The more good listings that go up with good keywords and item specifics, the more sales that'll start rolling in. So I'm just going to keep plugging away, keep listing. I was listening to this podcast and there was an interesting moment here. Let me share this with you guys, see what you guys think.
The point you made, I always say that the cornerstone of a culture, any culture, is its artistic expression. When you think about India, you think about the Taj Mahal. That was built by Raj, he wanted to impress a lady. You know, when you think about England, you think about Shakespeare. When you think about America, you think about rock and roll. You think about jazz. You think about those things that we export. That's what people want to be closest to. That's what makes people feel alive. And anybody who doesn't understand how important art is to our literal identity, it is what we stay alive for. It's what we live for, you know? So, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to highlight that because I think it's really important. It's kind of what you're talking about.
So as a freelance artist, a freelance photographer, I thought that was kind of an interesting statement that he made. Obviously thankful for all the people that support my art and that it does. So I know a lot of you guys don't really think of podcasting or vlogging as art, but I'm trying to split my time between freelancing as a photographer, doing the eBay thing to pay the bills, and then venturing into this vlogging world, getting a channel going, and hopefully turning it into something that will make some money someday. So when you're your own boss, sometimes that's the enemy. The couch. Took a little nap. Waking up about 2 o'clock now. That's what happens when you get up at 4 o'clock. You run out of energy. So I got a little nap in, as you could probably tell by my sleepy face. But now I'm ready to get back at it. I'm going to get some lunch, and then I'm going to continue listing. So let's make some lunch and get back at it. As you can see, we're going to make some sandwiches. The little cat still ready to go. She's a little sleepy too. Today we're gonna do ham and cheese. So let me get busy and make those sandwiches. There it is, lunch for two, one for me, one for the wife upstairs. Let's go deliver it. So sandwich delivery is complete. I'm gonna add a little apple as a side order here. Let's get this apple chopped up. So there it is, lunch is ready. Let's see what is on the YouTubes to watch. I think I'm gonna watch this little podcast here, Sugar Sean, Moving to Montana, First Title Defense. I like to watch Sugar Sean and Timbo, so let's give them a watch, have some lunch, and then get back to work.
We're blessed with the UFC champion for Pain. So, thanks to our sponsors for making this happen. First up, Phillips Law. 1 billion plus won for their clients.
So I just finished lunch. I'm gonna put these headphones on, listen to these guys talk about MMA, and do some more listing. So let's get to it. There's a big stack here ready to be listed. Let's get listing. Back to listing mode. So I finished that stack of polo shirts and t-shirts. I have those ready to put into my inventory system. Then I'm going to take a shower, get ready, and head into town, drop off the orders. A few more orders trickled in. I'm going to drop them off at the post office and then go for a run. So let me put these away real quick and get ready on and do that. So I just checked my second store. Looks like I had one additional sale. A pair of Dickies sold for $17. So sales are starting to trickle in. Still a pretty bad day today, Tuesday. Pretty typical Tuesday though. Sales don't really start beginning of the week. But I did put some good effort in this week. Got some listings up in the big store and the small store. So hopefully that hard work will result in another big day later in the week. That's kind of what you have to hope for as a reseller. You gotta hope that your work you're putting in now pays off later. You can't really focus on these slow days. You just gotta keep working and know that those sales will come. There'll be a big day. Last week I did have a $400 day, so hopefully some of these listings will result in a spike in the algorithm. Those impressions are going up. Sometimes all it takes is to get some of those top 20 impressions in certain categories, and then people will see your store and buy multiple items. I did put a 20% off sale on both stores, so that always helps. What I do is a 2-day sale, so it'll run for 2 days, and it kind of counts down and creates an urgency in the customer to purchase the item. I've also started sending out coupons. When you buy 3 or more items, you get 20% off. That hasn't really paid dividends yet. There's been a few sales, but at least it's getting the items out there in front of the eyes of people, and could potentially lead to sales down the line. So that's one thing you can do if you have a store. Running those sales and sending out those coupons can help generate sales. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of look behind the scenes, day in the life type of thing of a full-time reseller. If you do, let me know in the comments, and I'll continue to do these. Alright, I'm showered up, got my shave on, looking fresh, ready to head into town, drop these orders off, and then go on a run. I usually like to run every other day. So I'm going to go run around Lake Patton, get a few miles in, and be healthy. One thing I like to show is try to keep it real with these reselling things. You know, you can see it is forcing me to work a little bit more. I have been a $100,000 eBay seller in the past. You know, I had these 2 stores going. I owned a suite downtown, and I did crack that mark at one point. Since I sold the suite, things have kind of slowed down. And eBay is kind of a thing where the more you work, the more you make. So I'm trying to get into the mode of working a little bit harder from home now that everything is organized a little bit better. The move's been kind of tough. I put a lot of time into this YouTube thing the last few months, the last 6 months. And I'm going to keep doing it, try to get the channel monetized. That's kind of the goal of putting these videos up. So hopefully you guys get some entertainment value out of these. Let them run as you guys are listing. And hopefully you can get some tricks and tips on what to do. My store is pretty small in terms of full-time eBayers. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot more sales, but my stuff is mostly clothing. I did get in the storage game a few years back and bought a lot of inventory and have some of that inventory that I can rely on and get listed when funds get low for fresh inventory. So I did that last month, kind of just listed some stuff I wasn't too excited about that I had in my garage. And I do have some more in there, lots of shoes, lots of books, stuff that I don't really enjoy listing or know particularly a lot about. But my stuff is not in high demand. There's no illusion that it's high demand stuff. The sell-through rate is low, so when sales are slow it makes sense. But if you get a lot of listings up, there is an opportunity for that algorithm to spike, and that's kind of the goal, is to get more listings up and generate more sales. So I do have a stack of CDs out here waiting for me to list them, so I think what I'm going to do is take photos of about 10 CDs and have those ready when I get back from my run. If I'm feeling up to it, I might get a few more listings on later tonight. But here's the little tote of sales from today. Kind of slim pickings, but we'll give you guys a look at it. Keep it real. 2 stores. I think about 6 orders, something like that, that'll have to be dropped off and sent out. USPS is what I ship with, so there they are. I'm gonna take them to the post office after I take these photos. So you saw the movies, got them all photographed. I thought I'd take a second to show you what we got listed. This is kind of bread and butter type inventory. I usually list my movies for $14.99 with free shipping unless there's something special. But they'll be going up, shipping media mail. Let's show you what we got. We got Cold Mountain. We got Hotel Rwanda. We got Steve Harvey, a comedy CD. Got Indian pop hits. We got a brand new sealed holiday dog movie. We got Kurt Russell and Dakota Fanning in this delightful family movie called Dreamer. We got this also brand new in shrink wrap Lincoln Civil War Anniversary Collection. So all you Civil War fans, that'll be a good pickup. We got this Matthew Broderick, Colin Firth, Helen Hunt, and Bette Midler. A lot of stars. It's called Then She Found Me. Then She Found Me. Haven't heard of that. We got this great movie, Ben Affleck, Argo. I think that one won some Academy Awards or something last year or the year before. And lastly, this 2-disc set of Cary Grant classics. So that's what we have going into the store. Hopefully I'll get some of those listed tonight. If not, I'll do them in the morning. So I just dropped my orders off at the post office. I had a few last minute orders come in, so there was a few extras. Sold some vintage photos that I've had listed for a long time. Was wondering if those were ever going to sell. Someone in California bought a couple, 2 orders of those. So it's good to see some of that old inventory get out. That's sometimes what happens when you put a bulk of listings up. When you have a good listing day, some of those old listings start to shuffle out. So I'm gonna head over to Office Depot. I've got some ink here that I need to get a new cartridge and recycle this old one. So let's head on over there and then off to Lake Padden. So this is the one I'm looking for, HP 901. I'm gonna go in there and get this. So they didn't have the ink in store, so I ordered it online. I'm gonna get 2 cartridges delivered to the house. It was actually a little bit cheaper when you order online, so that's good news. Bad news, they didn't have it. Good news, it's gonna be cheaper. I've got the information here, but it's starting to get dark a little bit earlier these days, so I'm going to head over to Padden, try to get this run in before it gets dark. Let's go and head on over there now. Here we go, we made it to Lake Padden. Get this run in before it gets dark. So we're here at Padden. I thought I'd walk down there, give you guys a look at the lake before I stretch out and run around. Let you guys enjoy a little bit of the beauty out here as well. So let's walk on down there and give you guys a look at it real quick. So it's a bit of a gloomy, rainy day. That's probably why it feels a little bit darker than it actually is. But we have probably an hour worth of sunlight left, if you want to call it that. An hour worth of light left. But let's turn you around and give you guys a look at the lake real quick. See if there's any wildlife to check out down here. So here's a look at the lake from the waterfront here. Down here at Lake Padden. There's a couple people out there in the boats, but it's pretty quiet. There's a guy over here to my right. Looks like he just got done with the run and he's in the water there, so respect his privacy. But there's the lake. Gonna go drop the camera back off at the car and conquer this 2.6 miles. Let's do it. There's a little bunny there, little wildlife. Let's walk up on him and see what he does. There he goes. Hiding away in his little spot in there. Where did he go? He's in there somewhere. Alright, I got distracted. Time to go run. Let's do it. So I made it back from my run. Gonna get a little water here. I think I'm gonna take you guys on a little warm down. Show you a little bit more of the lake. Talk to you a little bit more about reselling. So let's hit this warm down and get these muscles warmed down a little bit better. Stretch them out a little. Not a spring chicken anymore. You gotta work on stretching a little bit more the older you get. I'm 47 now, so gotta put the time and effort into that as well. So after my runs, I usually like to walk up into the horse trails again, get a few extra steps in, walk, jog, make sure body warms down properly. So I'll get up there and do some stretching and whatnot, but I'll take you guys along and show you the little warm down that I do. So we're gonna head back down to the main trail. This is all part of eBay lifestyle, you know. If you're gonna be a full-time eBayer, you gotta take care of your health. You sit in that chair listing for hours on end, your health can decline really quickly, so you gotta stay on top of things. So now that spring is over, there's not as many animals out here. The wildlife is pretty minimal at this point. All I'm seeing is a few little bunnies. I haven't even seen any ducks or anything. The geese are gone. So I'm not sure where they all go. You know, I'm sure they have their places they go to once seasons change, but it's pretty quiet around here, especially on a gloomy day like today. So it did rain a little when I was running around the lake, but that has subsided and it's pretty quiet, serene right now. As you can see, not a drop falling. The sun is about setting. It's probably close to 8 o'clock now. So we're gonna get this warm down finished. So the other day I was over here and I saw a little nest of some sort of animal. That rain's starting to come down. It was right in here. I saw them kind of walking towards the water. I don't know if it was a muskrat or something else, but I'm a little bit afraid to venture in there any closer because they were kind of large. I'm not hearing anything over there, but there may be a nest of something over there still living here at Paddon. This is kind of a quiet spot. They could hunker down and not be seen by anybody. Perfect little getaway. Close to the food, yet still hidden away from everything. So that rain's starting to come down, so I'm probably going to do the short version of my little warm down. Just head up into the little trails, not quite up the horse trails, and make it a little shorter. I don't want to get rained on too much. So here's the dock over here. Thought I'd give you a look at the lake from this side. Jogged over here a little, keeping that blood flow going a little. Gonna stretch out here in a sec. But this is kind of a nice little area. A lot of people like to sit over here and take in the lake. It's probably one of the nicest views. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is getting kind of dark here. The camera's working pretty good, but it's kind of dark and spooky through here right now. So I'm gonna hustle and finish this up. I don't like being here after dark too much. It's a little too spooky for me. So this is typically my little spot to stretch, but as you can see, it's getting quite dark out. So I'm just gonna head on up the trail and finish this up. So I'm back on the main trail, a little bit brighter over here. Turned into more of a little jog than a warm down, but I'm getting it done, getting things winding down. I want to thank everybody for watching my content today and the day in the life of a reseller. The day's not over yet. It's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go home, shower up, and take a look at those DVDs. See if I got enough energy to get a few of those listed. Listings are the key to the game. The more you can get up, the more successful you'll be. Today was pretty good. Got some significant listings posted. But a day like that doesn't happen very often. Tomorrow I'll have to find time to edit this video, but also get some more listings up. Got a stack of shorts waiting for me to photograph them, and that's probably what I'll be working on tomorrow. So if you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. All you new subscribers, thanks for coming along on the journey. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours on YouTube so I can monetize my channel. I'm about almost a fourth of the way there right now. So I want to thank everybody for helping me get to where I'm at right now. And hopefully in the next year we'll get this thing monetized, start making some fun new content. Reselling content isn't really my favorite thing to talk about. As you can probably tell, I'm not that excited when I talk about that type of thing. But it's kind of a means to the end. Put some of that out there, get some of you resellers following me. It's always going to be part of my life, so I'm always going to have those eBay stores. I mean, never say always, but probably. It's been for the last 20 years, so I don't see any reason why I should stop now. I'm pretty good at it. So I'll continue on, hopefully put some good reselling content up. I might get back into buying some storage units. So if you like that sort of thing, stay tuned for some storage unit buys. If anybody wants to partner with me on a unit, it makes it a lot easier. So be in contact with me. Let me know if you're in Washington and you want a little adventure like that. I'd be open to it. If you guys like this little look at Lake Paddon, there's plenty more videos of Lake Paddon on my channel. This spring I went pretty hard with getting around the parks and taking photos, wildlife and parks and hiking and all that sort of thing. So search keyword Lake Paddon and you'll find a lot of videos of me walking around Paddon, running around Paddon, hiking around Paddon, taking photos, a lot of wildlife stuff. So feel free to do a search and watch some videos. Enjoy. Alright, I made it back to the car. I'm safe. Since this is a reselling centered video, I thought I'd give a little advice. All you new eBayers, if you're a part-timer and you want to go full-time, you got to prepare yourself for some focused, monotonous work. eBay hasn't made it easier on small resellers like us. Now they're pushing promoted listings. They're taking a little bit more of the pie. You got to pay them. You got to pay them that promotion if you want your listings to be seen. Unless you're selling something great that's in high demand. If you're selling some average stuff with the average sell-through rate, you got to promote it. Yeah, they're not making it any easier. Be ready to put the hours in, put the work in. It's not easy. Focused, monotonous work does pay off. You get those listings up, it does result in sales. So hopefully you guys enjoy that a little bit of advice I have for you. Like I've said, I've been at it for over 20 years. I don't know everything about reselling, but I've made a pretty good living at it over the years. I don't have a lot of great things to say about eBay. They have provided the platform for me to make a living, but other than that, I'll just remain silent on that topic. So I made it back home, I got showered up, I'm ready to list some more. I was thinking about it as I was talking about eBay, you know. I've been eBaying for the last 20 years, and I put this t-shirt on. Let me show you guys. This t-shirt, eBay store. So when this is probably the only thing eBay's really given me in the last 20 years. I think when I became a store owner, now I have 2 stores, 2 featured stores, and they gave me this t-shirt. They sent me this t-shirt in the mail as an appreciation. I still have it. I've been wearing it the last 15 years. You know, usually when you work for an organization 20 years, you probably don't like your boss that much, which makes sense, you know. eBay's technically the boss, even though I'm self-employed, you know, they control things. It's their platform. They can say whether you can sell on it or not if you break the rules. And you know, after 20 years, you probably don't like your boss very much, and that's pretty much the case. They haven't done me any favors over the last 20 years. Yet I'm still working hard every day, as you can see. From 4 to 10, it's a long day, long hours, with little money. So I think one of the things that eBay needs to think about is a way to reward people who have put that time in and work for them for that amount of time. You know, there's no benefit that I have over a brand new eBayer, and there probably should be. So it's something to think about if you guys are watching this eBay. Come up with something to reward those who've filled your pockets over the last 20 years. You know, I'm not gonna leave with a gold watch. You know, I'm not expected to have a 401k. But if there could be some way to give those people who have put the time in to your organization a little bit of a benefit, that would make sense. So soup for dinner, just finished up. I have a little dessert here. Finishing up this cake. Look at this cake. That's a little strawberry or raspberry cream cheese dressing, or not dressing, frosting on top. So I'm going to finish that up, and then I'm going to get busy listing some more DVDs.